Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my cool Zodiac pin. Isn't this neat? This is a vintage piece of jewelry from the 1970s, and it used to belong to the famous psychic and astrologer Jean Dixon. Several years ago, I bought out some jewelry from her estate and some artworks, and this was one of her actual pieces of jewelry. So I love it, and as an astrologer myself, I mean, how cool to wear the jewelry and pendant of one of the masters of the art. Anyway, I'm so glad you guys are here. And today is our horoscopes day. That's right. We're going to spin around our big zodiac wheel. And this is a zodiac. So we got the sun here, and then all the signs of the zodiac, they rotate around the sun. That's called the sun signs. So we're going to look at everybody's sun sign horoscope today. So if you're watching this video, you're going to get a private reading just for you. And horoscopes is a wonderful way to get a little psychic snapshot of the week and kind of see what the energies are around you. So I encourage all of you to stay with this and listen, okay? Well, we're going to do a little overview here before we get into the horoscopes. By the way, the information in this video is for Monday, September the 11th through Sunday, September 17th, okay? So this upcoming week, it's covering all the days of the week through Sunday on the weekend, okay? So, well, what's going on? Well, this week here we have a lot of energy with, a lot of shifting energy. We started off today, Monday, the first half of the day, we were in the sign of Taurus. There was a lot of earth energy, but this afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, we switched over into the sign of Gemini, which is an air sign. And this is a wonderful thing. If you've been feeling a little stuck the last few days, for some people, earth energy is very empowering, but for some people, it tends to make them feel slowed down or less creative. This air energy will bring in a lot of inspiration, a lot of new thoughts, a lot of new ideas. So, you'll find that the latter half of the day, for those who've been feeling a little slow, is going to really pick up, okay? Now, we're going to be in the sign of Gemini until Wednesday evening when the moon moves into the sign of Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. And as we get midweek, you may start to feel a little more sensitive, a little more in touch with your inner emotions, and allow that to come. Sometimes when we're in a water sign, it's like intense emotions bubble up, things we haven't thought of, emotions of love, emotions of fear. As we get into midweek, just be gentle with yourself, okay? And allow those emotions to come. And remember, water energy is purifying. So if you have negative stuff come up this week, just let that water energy purify you and make you whole. Because as we go into the weekend on Friday, our moon is moving into the sign of Leo, which is a fire sign. And I like to say, that fire energy, follow water, means that if you get all damp and wet, that fire will just dry you out and you'll be all refreshed again. So by the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are in the moon sign of Leo, and that's going to bring in a lot of creative energy, a lot of high power. If you're looking for kind of what the power day is this week, I'd say Friday is your best day for business opportunities. A lot of power, we're coming in off that emotional stuff. People be in the mood to get going. Sometimes what happens, like when we're in as we said, midweek, we're in the water energy, people get brooding, they get contemplative. Not that there's anything bad about that, but you may find in terms of business, it sits a little while, but by Friday through the weekend, we are moving fast, okay? So just a little insight of how to work with the energies this week, okay? Now, we're going to go around our zodiac wheel and have individual horoscopes for all 12 zodiac signs. Now, if you're somebody and you're saying, well, say goodbye, but I don't know my horoscope sign. Not to worry, I give the birth date ranges after each sign. So listen up, because when you hear the sign that has the birth date range following it, that where your birthday falls, that's your sign, okay? And I'd like to add that these horoscopes are my own creation. I don't take them from any other astrologer or any other website, and so they're unique to Spiritual, they're unique to Psychic Bob. So you won't get these horoscopes anywhere else but here. I'm so glad you're here. Well, let's jump into it, and let's spin around the wheel and see what's in the stars. All right, now again, this is for Monday, September 11th through Sunday, September 17th, 2017, okay? Our first sign on our wheel is Aries, and that's March 21st to April 20th. You know, Aries, with all of this air energy starting off the week, that's giving you a lot of inspiration. You can trust that. It's your higher self leading right now. Aries will find that they're being very stimulated to action. And so you can jump in, take some risks this week. In the area of work, just be innovative, break outside the box. Don't follow everybody else's plan if you're feeling different. Trust your instincts, okay? In the area of relationships, also Aries, this is again, go with your inspiration. People around you might say, oh, we don't know if you should go out with that person. They're not right for you. But if you're feeling it, trust it, because your wisdom is strong this week and you're on key, okay? Also highlighted for Aries this week are energies connected to financial structuring. So if you're looking to kind of set up a retirement plan or business, you know, kind of funding, go for that as well. Your key word this week, Aries, is risk. Take some risks. All right, our next sign is Taurus, and that's April 21st to May 20th. You know, Taurus, all this air energy around you this week has you feeling a little, maybe a little overwhelmed. It's actually better for Taurus during the early part of the week just to withdraw, stay within. Don't feel like you have to jump into the fray. It's a better time for at least the first 3 days of this week to literally just sit and observe things. Don't get committed to anything. Once we hit midweek, Taurus, with that water energy coming in, that Cancer energy, that's going to start to nourish and stimulate you and give you an easier way to move forward. So from Wednesday forward, this is really where your power starts to pick up, okay? But throughout the week, what you want to keep an eye on is that you're listening to your inner voice, okay? This goes for business. This goes for romance as well. Taurus will find that, you know, the end of the week, they're feeling more empowered and romance will start to pick up. So hold off having any kind of dates or discussions about love until we get to probably the weekend, okay? Then it'll be better timing for you. Also highlighted for Taurus this week, are issues connected to travel. So good time for a spiritual retreat. Your key word this week, Taurus, is meditate. Hear that inner voice. All right, our next sign is Gemini. Excuse me, guys, I'm losing my voice here. Our next sign, pardon me, Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. You know, Geminis, you are in artistic mode all week long. That air energy at the beginning of this week is stimulating and inspiring you. You're going to find in work that you really get things done in half the time with twice the, you know, flair and style. So give in to your creative inspirations, give in to your artistic side. Gemini, you're going to find that as we get, really, actually all this week is a pretty good week for you. When that water energy comes in midweek, what that's going to do for you is like kind of give you further power, psychic power. So you're going to go from wild creative inspiration to deep inner psychic power. And then by the weekend, that fire energy comes in, and that again is bringing you out of your shell. So maybe a little bit of an emotional roller coaster this week, but one that actually leads to success on all fronts for you, career-wise and romance-wise. The main thing you've got to do, keep aware of how you're feeling and be in harmony with your emotions, okay? Don't deny how you feel this week. Also highlighted for Geminis are issues connected to creative writing. So good time to write a book, do a journal, write poetry. Go for that creative inspiration. Your key word this week, Gemini, is, no surprise, it's create. Create is your key word. All right, our next sign is Cancer. That's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancer, this is psychic week for you. If you're a Cancer and you're saying, I'm not psychic, first of all, every Cancer is really psychic, so you know you are. But this week, really, you've got all the alignments right, planetary-wise and sign-wise, to really tap into that power. Cancers will find that they're really a step ahead in work all week. Your coworkers around you may say, how'd they know to get that project done in time? And how'd they know that boss was coming and have that everything looking right? You may find, Cancer, this week that you're kind of going to shelter some of your coworkers who may not be as tuned in. So go ahead, take a leadership role. Let your psychic self reign, okay? In the area of relationships this week, Cancer, what you're going to find is that you really feel connections with others. You're going to really feel that heart energy. So it's a really good time to have those heart-to-heart talks and really build a solid foundation that'll carry you forward. Also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to occult studies. So no surprise there. But definitely be open to learning astrology, spiritualism, Wicca, these sort of things. Your key word this week, Cancer, is channel. Be a channel. Okay. Leo, our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, this week, you're going to see a lot of energy moving. You might be tempted to kind of run with the crowd. Leos, I'm just going to caution you, even though you have a lot of power moving you this week, your secret to success is patience now. Don't jump just to jump. Leos want to sit and watch the energy play out before they make a move. You're going to find really, Leos, that if you can wait till the end of the week, once that moon moves into your sign, then you will be in prime position of power to move forward. If you're looking for work, Leos, definitely try to schedule your interviews closer to Friday rather than earlier in the week for the best success. For Leos that are looking for love, also this week, really from midweek forward. Now that water energy comes in on Wednesday this week, and that will help you to get a sense of romance and love in your life. Being a fire sign, though, don't let the emotions bring a damper over you. This is why I'm saying really Friday forward is really your strongest time this week. So be slow to act, observe, be careful. Also highlighted for Leos this week are issues connected to art appreciation. So good time to go to a museum and take in some beautiful art. Your key word this week, Leo, is patience. Okay. All right, our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, this week you may be feeling a little on edge. A lot of people around you are going to be a little high strung. And Virgos will find that with all this air and fire energy, that people are just a little out of sorts. Virgo, your secret to success this week, particularly in work, is don't try so hard. As a Virgo, you like to have everything in order, your ducks in a row, but it's like as soon as you set up your order, somebody's going to mess it up. So this week you're going to have to learn just let go with the flow, let other people have their way, and stay out of it because you can't change it, but you can choose not to get into the craziness. And so retreat is really where you want to focus on this week. Also in relationships, Virgo, again, maybe a little challenging this week. I don't say that to depress you, but timing is important. And you Virgos, because you're so, hyper-focused on organization, you also, I think, will get a sense this week of when to act and when not to act, and really trust that instinct this week, okay? Also highlighted for Virgos this week are energies connected to music. So it's a good time for you to go to a concert or maybe even learn to play a musical instrument. But let music be a guiding factor for you this week. Your key word this week, Virgo, is vegetate. Just chill. All right, our next site is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, this week you're going to feel a push to get things going, feel it like I got to jump on the bandwagon and get everything happening. Honor that feeling and go for it. You want to think in terms of accelerating things that have been on hold right now. Libra, you may be thinking, well, gee, I wanted to start this business or look for this job or do this or that. This is kind of a power week for Libras to really get things in motion. So don't wait on the sidelines. You're going to find in work that by jumping ahead that you're actually impressing the boss, okay? So don't worry if you're going out of bounds. You're right in sense of your higher self is leading and timing. In the area of relationships also, Libra, you're going to find that like as you reach out to people, they're really thankful that you're present. So be the person to initiate contact this week. Don't say, well, not going to call Susie because Susie didn't call me. Go ahead and call Susie. She will be so thankful for your call. And I feel this week for you, Libras, that the more you initiate things, you'll get things going in a direction that you want. Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to business development. So if you're a Libra and you've been wanting to build a business or expand a business, Really focus on that this week, and you'll see more money come as a result. Your key word this week, Libra, is accelerate. All right. Our next sign is Scorpio, and that's October 23rd to November 2nd. Scorpio, you are kind of like a Libra actually this week. Libra we always call the great balancer. Well, Scorpios are going to find themselves kind of the middleman between, I don't want to say warring factions, but people that are challenging. So Scorpio, this week, try to listen to everybody's view around you. In work, don't take sides. Try to bring equanimity and literally listen to each side and give constructive input to people, because people are looking to you now as kind of the great peacekeeper, the great balancer. As I said, you're a little bit like a Libra this week, bringing peace to everybody. But this is a good position right now, and what it does is it will give you power. People will see your leadership ability and your cool head in heated situations. So the way to keep out of drama is just sit back and let everybody else have their drama, and then when they come to you, tell them what you think, okay? You're going to find in the area of relationships as well, Scorpio, this week, that your partner or potential partners are going to all come to you and want to tell you all their problems. You don't have to fix them. You simply have to be present for them, okay? So don't worry if you can figure it out. Just be present, and that's going to get you through just fine. Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues connected to creative writing. So if you're a Scorpio and you've been wanting to kind of try your hand at writing, jump into that as well. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is balance. All right. Our next sign is Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, this week, you're a little bit like the Scorpios, except instead of getting in and solving it, you have to transcend it. You may find this week that you're dealing with people that are being petty. We have that air energy, and that stirs people up. Sometimes they run off at the mouth. So, Sagittarius, you have to show your superiority by simply not getting involved. Rise above the fray, okay? Sagittarius will find that if they assume their teacher role, which you really are, many of you are teachers on so many levels, that people will respect your authority and then not try to push agendas with you. Sagittarius, this is a week where you're going to have to dodge some people that are a little challenging, okay? In the work area, be diplomatic, but just don't get involved in the drama, okay? In the area of relationships, Sagittarius, you may find this is also a little bit of a challenging week because people will be viewing things in an skewed manner. Don't feel the need to agree with them or go on with their agenda just because they're saying it. Stay kind of out of it. Stay beyond it, okay? Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are energies connected to travel. So good time to go out and see the world. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is transcend. Transcend the insanity and you'll rock it. All right. Our next sign is Capricorn, and that's December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, and I don't say this to be negative, but you're going to find that in terms of getting anything accomplished this week, it's almost like the less you do, the more you accomplish. So this is not going to be the week to go out and hit it hard and make it happen. Capricorns are going to find, particularly because they're earth signs, that they want to maintain their stability. Again, similar to some of the other signs, there's going to be a little bit of craziness around you this week. Just stay out of it, okay? Capricorns will find that if they maintain the attitude that I am the rock and I am in my place, that they'll be better. So don't get caught up in everybody's drama. In the area of relationships, Sagittarius, you're going to find that stable energy actually works for you and draws people to you. So this week, instead of chasing somebody that you like, just stay in your place and center of power and watch how that gravitas that you carry pulls them to you, okay? So you're going to find this week really that as a Capricorn, you are going to be in your place of power through less effort, strange as that sounds. Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to long-term financial planning. So think about retirement and things like that, and stay out of everybody else's drama. Your key word this week, I can't talk today, Capricorn, is chillax. Chillax. All right. Our next sign is Aquarius, and that is January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, you know the psychic power is flowing for you this week. Aquarians will find that they are literally in touch with the spirit world, so much so that they may wonder, which world are they living in? Aquarius, your challenge this week is going to be to keep grounded, because there's so much etheric energy around you guys, with all that air energy and then that psychic water energy, that you may feel like you don't know what world you belong in. Aquarius, just take things slow this week. Aquarians will find that they don't need to rush through anything. Even if you're at work and they're like, there's a deadline, gotta rush, gotta rush. Don't get into that rush. Take it slow, stay grounded, and the spirit world really will work through you. This week, of course, you really want to think in terms of channeling. You know, draw to you the knowledge that you need to get the task done that you need. In the area of relationships, Aquarius, you're going to find that literally as you think it, so it is. So if you like somebody, you got your eye on that special someone you're a little curious about, even in just friendship, even aside from romance, meditate on that person and then they will come to you. All right, you have drawing power of the psychic mind. Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to home renovation. So you may want to redecorate your home or, you know, spruce it up. This is a good week for that. Your keyword this week, Aquarius, is psychic. Use your psychic power. Okay. And our last but not least sign is Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, similar to Aquarius, you're going to be very in touch with your psychic self this week. The thing is that you're going to find you're in some ways similar to the Capricorns, in that this is not a week where you go out and conquer your projects. This is a week where you stay still and let success come to you. You'll find in work that it's almost like the less you do, the more people praise you. Whereas if you work harder, they're not going to notice and then they'll criticize you. So just kind of float through the week, you know, be like that fish that is your sign, just maneuver through the soft, gentle waters, and you're going to rock it, okay? In the area of relationships, Pisces, this is also a week that could be a little challenging because you may not feel as if people are meeting you on a deep soul level. People around Pisces this week may be very kind of surface, very materialistic, very unspiritual. So Pisces, you don't have to go out and preach to the choir, preach to them. You just have to preach to your inner self, which is your choir. And let your truth bubble up from within. Others will perceive your energy without you even saying a word, okay? And then you will rock it. Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to fashion and style. So as you meditate, you know, you might want to think about clothing that accentuates the psychic energy you're feeling. Your keyword this week, Pisces, is float. Float on the ethers, and you'll be awesome. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe we went around our big zodiac wheel? Well, there we did. We covered all 12 signs, and again, that's for Monday, September 11th to Sunday, September 17th. Listen, guys, I have to say, you know, I always say, but it's so true. If you are at a time in your life where you feel overwhelmed, don't give in to despair. Just pause and look to the stars. Above us, the zodiac wheel is always in motion and spinning through the cosmos. And what that means is with its rotation, each day brings a new opportunity for a fresh start and new power for new beginnings. So, as I say, don't give in to despair, but keep faith, hope, and love in your hearts. And know that the stars above us are our friends. They don't compel us nor control us, but they are friends and allies on the journey to give us just a little push to help us get to the best place possible. Guys, thank you for being here. You are the best. I love you guys so very, very much. I hope these horoscopes have been helpful for you. Tell me in the box below, do you enjoy these horoscopes, and what is your zodiac sign? I'd love to hear about it. And you know, if you think about, do you feel like you're connected to your zodiac sign? You know, for example, I'm an Aquarius, and I know to my core I'm an Aquarius, and I love it. You know, you might be somebody who's on the cusp, and you're not sure you feel a little of each sign. That's always interesting too. Well, anyways, I'm just glad you're here. Listen, keep it here. By the way, if you get a chance today and you're bored, you might want to pop over to my website. Check out my bookstore. I have messages from Rose over there, which is about my work as a trance channel. We have other books there, such as Psychic Bob's. Oops, I can't find it. Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom is over there, and many other wonderful books. So definitely check it out. And if you want to help Psychic Bob out, please help me by liking this video, favoriting it, share it with your friends. Put it on Facebook, put it out there. Let's help people learn the spiritual truths, what we all study here at Spirit Channel. You guys are the best. I love you. Sending you my blessings. We'll see you back here tomorrow. On Tuesday, we got messages from the spirit world. So make sure you're here for that. I'm doing, for those of you who are new, on Tuesday, we do little free mini psychic readings. So, I take letters from people. So you can put your questions also in this video in the box below. And we'll gather all those up. We'll be back here tomorrow for that. But until then, remember, keep faith, hope, and love in your heart. Look to the stars. And until tomorrow, may you always blessed be.